What is going on? This is Game Legend 100 TV, and this is CLW Podcast Episode 8. You know what time it is. You forgot, right? I already know you did. It's Podcast Episode 8. Make sure you hit that like button, share button, subscribe. It's one of my channel right here. Underrated right here. Episode 8. CLW Podcast. This is the Wrestling Podcast. Certified Legend Productions. Well, Certified Legend Wrestling. We're going to call it for this podcast. But let's put this under my thing as well. So yeah, we're gonna get to some wrestling news. We've been on I don't know, this is Triple H took over. The first week has been good, but the second week has been a little shaky. Little not so good. But there's a few news that's been happening, and we have some top things that I want to discuss as well. I want to talk about tag team belts. I want to talk about what's going on with this tag team over here. We don't know all them at this point. Will they break up? Will they separate? Who knows? Are they taking too much time to do it? Is it getting stale? Is the anticipation gone? Who knows? And Dean Ambrose, I want to boxing. I want to talk about boxing. Chris Jericho's match, which is legendary. And we're going to talk about this person here, Karrion Cross. It looks real good with that championship belt. I'll tell you that right now. I think he's going to win the belt from Roman Reigns. He's going to interfere in the match. Drew McIntyre got a little feud. Or they might just make it just a three-way match. Triple threat match for the belt. As Survivor Series. Looks looking like a Survivor Series match to me. So, yeah. Let's talk about this wrestling news because it's been really stale this past week. So, AEW's been alright. You know, has some good matches. And New Japan Pro Wrestling has some good matches as well. The main topics today, this week, we got some news. And on you, show us some of the news as I am extremely tired, but we gotta get this episode going. And show us and tell us some of the news. If it's true, it better be true. It's better be not false news you're telling us.
Again, I don't know if this is true or not, but this is, you gotta be honest, this is something Becky Lynch might do. This says right here, Becky Lynch trolls Ronda Rousey for copying her in WWE. Do you think this is something she would do? They say Becky Lynch took a shot at Ronda Rousey on Saturday, suggesting that Rousey's segment on the most recent episode of SmackDown was copying something she had done in the past. Do I think so? Yes, because if you be honest, these things had happened between her and Ronda Rousey. And if I'm being honest, do I say Ronda Rousey copied her? No, but similar, um, they do have similar, like, ending moves when it comes to the armbar. So, do I think if this is true, I do think that that's what she means by that. Because if you do think about it, I want to say it's copying because a lot of wrestlers do that move, but if I be honest, Becky Lynch was kind of making it, a little popular, and then Ronda Rousey started doing it, but I don't know. So, alright.
What else? What else? We got this
It's
episode.
alright. So it says that. Alright, what else does it say? It says that Rousey is suffering a storyline suspension for attacking an official after her loss to Liv Morgan. This right here might be true. I don't know about the whole Becky Lynch, but this I am referring that this has to be true. All right, so it says. All right, so it says at SummerSlam, WWE also announced at the time that she had been fined for her actions.
Mm. Yeah, there's consequences to do stuff like that. Can't be just going all crazy on people.
But but she hasn't been getting in trouble for this stuff before. She has done things way worse back then. But they're no. This is when I get upset because she has done things way worse back then. She has hit police officers. She has almost broken official's arm. But now y'all want to suspend her. But this would have made so much sense if y'all suspended her back then, because back then she was doing things for a reason to get suspended. She was fighting in cop cars. She was doing all this crazy stuff. But when it comes to now, I don't think she's doing as much stuff as she used to. So that's not a reason to suspend her, because she could have been doing way worse to that official. She could have halfway broken his arm.
Yeah, man, that's how like, it's supposed to be. We gonna get this mic stuff situated. We've just been really, really extremely busy with my work and my craft, and school is coming up, so we've been trying to organize with school, and that is very important. They start next week, so yeah, we've just been trying to organize with that. But we definitely gonna be getting these episodes on a day and an hour set. So we're about to start doing it live. So I'm thinking episode 10, we're gonna start doing lives from now on. So we just gonna finish the episode 8 and 9. Then from now on we're gonna pick a specific day. I'm thinking Sunday because it qualifies to finish out all the wrestling. So like we can review Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or whatever I decide to review that I think is good enough to review. So that includes AEW, WWE, Impact Wrestling, some of NXT because I like a few wrestlers at NXT, and including pay-per-views as well. So if there's a pay-per-view on that Sunday, we're probably gonna eventually do a live before the event. So you get our predictions, you get our, ideas of what's gonna happen, our predictions. Maybe we do a little giveaway. We'll see who'll be right, who's gonna win what match. Or if we win, y'all lose. You ain't gonna get no giveaways because we won. But yeah, there's not gonna be no shenanigans on this channel. You know what it is, man. Just hit that like button, share button, subscribe. Go back to my old live videos. You understand that I spoiled y'all. I shouldn't have did those giveaways because nobody was really doing it. I sent a trend. We're trendsetters over here. Just like we're doing this podcast, CLW podcast episode 8. So like I said before, man, episode 10 will be live. So we enjoy episode 8 and 9. Hopefully you join the other episodes as well.
I just looked it. I just looked it up. The Ronda Rousey suspension after attacking a WWE official is true. So she is suspended, and by looking at this thumbnail of the thing, it looks like that this was not a pay per view, or this was not in the whole line. Cause as you can see, she got upset with the referee, and he's trying to lock on, and she's going like this. So this is true. This story with the whole Ronda Rousey suspension is true. So now I'm gonna look at the other news that says about Ronda Rousey. It says that on Friday SmackDown, Ronda Rousey appeared through the crowd. This is true, I think. Appeared through the crowd and noted that while she was found a lot of money, she has plenty of money to dump.
So so being that those are your two favorite wrestlers, What do you think is a possibility of happening to fighting? Who side is going to be
All right. So through the whole Ronda Rousey suspension and this whole so-called copying thing, so all I gotta say is the Ronda Rousey suspension. I don't, I don't get. I mean, if I'm thinking about it, her what she used to do back then could have been scripted. No one knows, cause if she didn't get um suspended back then, cause if you saw when it came to that police scene, she was still on WWE Raw or SmackDown. So that could have been scripted, but this I don't believe it's scripted at all, cause it says she appeared through the crowd. And look at this. Look at this thumbnail. You see the thumbnail of the video.
on?
She appeared through the crowd, and this was on Friday Night SmackDown. All right.
Yeah, the team is back. Like I said, we was very extremely busy, so kind of missed SmackDown this week. So I got to see a few highlights and previews. But I
Yeah.
also want to highlight a match: Shinsuke Nakamura versus Gunther. So I heard that was a very incredible match. So
Yeah.
that continue.
All right. So it says that she found a she I don't even know how to say this one. She found a lot of money. She has plenty of money and dumped snacks of money out of it. Oh my god. So this is basically saying that she came through the crowd and she had money in a bag, and dumped it on the floor. So there, because it literally says here, she had plenty of money and dumped
Stacks
stacks
of
of
cash
cash
of
of
a
a
bag
bag
on the
on the
floor.
floor.
So
So
she
she
came
came
through the
through the
crowd,
crowd,
had
had
a
a
bag of
bag of
money,
money,
and
and
dumped
dumped
it
it
all
all
over
over
the
the
floor.
floor.
She tried to stun on this girl. Trying to stun on. That's what that sounds
W-
Okay.
Okay.
Um. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
it
it
says
says
again.
again,
She
she
appeared
appeared
through the
through the
crowd.
crowd.
She
She
said
said
that
that
she
she
had
had
plenty
plenty
of
of
money.
money.
She
She
took the
took the
money
money
in a
in a
bag
bag
and
and
dumped
dumped
out
out
stacks
stacks
of
of
cash
cash
on the
on the
floor,
floor,
like.
or
or
left the
left the
bag
bag
there.
there.
Yeah, it seems like she was trying to come out. She was trying to make it seem like she something she needs. She don't.
Or
Or like
like
seeing
seems like she's like saying that oh she's suspended but she still got plenty of money to do stuff. Should
So that's but you do that to somebody into WWE and what is she doing on? That's a diss to everybody.
so
That's replaceable.
yeah. And also if she appeared to the crowd, then that means this whole thing that's happening with Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey, this is real. This is completely real. This all of this right here has to be real because she explains how WWE actually explains how she got suspended for hitting a WWE official, even though that happened in the past so many times with other wrestlers, but they're still here. So yeah, how do you think Triple H feels about this?
Well, talking all the time, probably. We're gonna get this mic situation, perfectly. But for now, this is how we gotta do it. This is not connecting. But how he feels about that. I mean, Triple H is gonna do what he needs to do to bring back the audience that was hardcore wrestling fans, and whatever he gotta do to make it entertaining, more entertainment, he's gonna do it. So when it comes to this situation, I think he wants Ronda Rousey to be who he wanted her to be when he first brought her here. Because I think he's the one that brought Ronda Rousey here. Their first encounter was with The Rock, Stephanie McMahon, and him, and Triple H. So I think he wants her to be that original aggressive person. Like I said before, she's good as a heel. a bad guy. So it fits our character more. Not that smiley, smiling at the crowd all the time. That doesn't really cut it. So I'm thinking he's about to make her more aggressive than ever. The I don't care attitude and bring back what's been missing in the women's division because the women's division is the division that's been like holding WWE down, but it's getting kind of like stale a little bit. So it needs something to happen. The Bailey and the whole crew over there, they alright, but don't let them lose this momentum and let them lose the tag team championship. I don't think they should be even thinking about even getting a chance to lose. I think they're gonna go so to the point where it's gonna be Bailey holding the belt, them having the tag team belts. But I'm trying to figure out, are they about to unify the women's and the women's SmackDown and Raw belt because they already did it to the men's? I'm thinking they're gonna like separate the draft and not do the draft anymore. Or if they're gonna do the draft, that champion has to be on one show. So we'll see about it. Hopefully the women's division has a step up because it's been a little lackluster, a little bit stalish going on at the much entertainment. But SummerSlam was entertaining.
Oh,
But
hold on. I
let's
got
see what's
some.
going to happen in the next few weeks. Go ahead.
Hold on. Look at this. Look at this video. This is why. Hold on, hold on. This is probably what a fan said, or this is probably why Becky Lynch said everything. Thing does. You see this clip of her. This is the clip of her dumping out all the money, and then this is something a fan posted of a clip of Becky Lynch did the same thing back then. Uh,
So,
Yeah, so that's why this is basically what she's saying. This is what a fan posted. Everything the man does, Ronnie want to imitate it. This video, look.
oh, that's
The
yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
not,
They look it's like, but the thing is, when she did that, what was her mean?
I don't know,
You
but
gotta look into that. What was her mean for her to do
alright, I'll look that up. But at the same time, you can see why Becky Lynch would say that.
that? Of course.
Because it's very similar. If you look at the thing, it said it's in different places because that happened in Raw and this happening in SmackDown. But if you look at it, it is so similar to the point where you're like, is this scripted or like did Ron Rousey do this on her own? Because if you see, it's it's the same thing but in different ways. Instead of Becky Lynch dumping the whole thing, Becky Lynch just had a paper bag and went like this. But Ronda Rousey had a table with a leather bag and just dumped it all out.
Yeah.
It's very similar. So I don't even know if Triple H is a part of this or not. He could be, because he could probably be spotting on all of the drama that's happening between them. So if he's spotting on all the drama that happened between them, and if he's doing this, there is no telling what Becky Lynch is gonna do. Cause obviously, if a fan said this or if she said this that Ronda Rousey's copying her, and she has proof of it, oh, it's gonna get real. It's gonna happen. It is going to come to a point where she is probably going to, who knows, tell all Ronda Rousey's secrets. Probably expose her. Because there has been a lot of wrestlers who've done that to a lot of wrestlers who claim that they were copying each other.
Alrighty. So, like I said before, man, we didn't really get the chance to check out SmackDown. Raw was alright. It's okay. Not better than the last week's Raw after SummerSlam, but it's all good. But so when it comes to this tag team belts, I just hope that they give it to Bailey and the crew. Because if they don't, then what was the point of them coming out like they're about to be the top guys, top girls, That's going to be ruling the women's division. Because if they mess that up, then that the momentum is going to be not as big as it was. They're going to get caught up in the sand, this tornado sand. They go get in the sandbox. Then they go get to be played with no more. Then they're going to get stale. And nobody going to want to see them no more. So let's stop. Let's stop making these type of wrestlers lose too. You know, I understand that when a person's champion on a regular show, and they know that we know that they're not gonna lose their belts to that person at the pay-per-view, they don't have to lose just because it's a non-title match. Have them still win, and have them still win when it comes to the point when they defend their championship. It goes for every division when it comes to women's tag team, men's tag team, and men's heavyweight division. Stop doing that in all federations when it comes to wrestling. Stop having the champion lose just because it's a non-title match on a regular scheduled programming. It sucks. It's whack. It's obvious, and it makes me not want to look at the pay-per-view because I know who's gonna win the match. Let's start bringing more realism to wrestling as it should. Stop creating scripted storylines where we know the outcome of the match. If it's a non-title match, let's say Roman Reigns versus Karrion Kross, why are we gonna witness Roman Reigns finally losing in a non-title match on SmackDown or Raw in the main event? Nobody wants to see that, because it comes to a point where okay, he lost, then they go have a rematch, or he fought for a title opportunity. Nobody wants to see something so obvious like that. We want to see champions winning on a regular. So that's just my advice for every wrestling company today. Go ahead.
So this reason why Becky Lynch why Becky Lynch did the whole dumping money on the back thing. This says that Baszler, Shayna Baszler appeared on screen saying Lynch would never have the chance to attack her to earn the fine, so she was paying with cash, with a bag of money. Mm. So I'm gonna go back to the whole Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch news. So yeah, that is maybe why Becky Lynch said this whole thing. Cause I don't know, I don't even have Twitter, so this is what this says. So this is probably why Becky Lynch said this whole thing. I mean, I don't know if this is a real Twitter or not, but this says Ronnie's the man. Look, this is the tweet she posted. So, alright, what question?
Just in case if they're not hearing me what I'm saying, So to end this topic, when it comes to the tag team belts, who do you think deserves the tag team belts that didn't have an opportunity to even have the tag team belts yet?
Alright, so who are the teams that are competing for this?
Oh, it's a lot of teams I don't know.
Alright, so
To be honest,
I'm gonna get out of this.
you rough. I mean,
I'm gonna get out of this whole thing because I can go back to it because it's on WWE News. Alright, so who are the women that are competing?
yeah. So the tag team belts, maybe they'll let maybe the you know what they're gonna do that I'm probably guessing. They probably WWE probably gonna like watch this or whatever, you know, they'd be like, "Mm, that's a good idea." Nah, salute to WWE though. You know, maybe one day we meet each other face to face in that writing room. Give me a job, right? Legendary right there. But when it comes to the tag belts, I think the champion, whoever wins the title belts, is gonna have to face maybe Sasha Banks or you know the original tag belts. So they're gonna that's how they really gonna see who's the real undisputed tag team champion. They're gonna be on some Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon stuff, and then it's kind of undisputed champion. You know, have a ladder match at that. That'd be legendary. That'd be legendary right there. Sasha Banks, you know, come back with the belts. Like we was the original champions, and I think we deserve to hold that championship too. Then he like, nah, we the only champions over here. You left, you dropped the ball, left. Da da da. Just go create a whole bunch of controversies. I already know. But yeah. Question: who do you think deserves to have the opportunity to win the tag team champions?
All right, so I looked it up. I looked it up, and I'm gonna go back to it. Where is it? And I see who's in the thing is what I saw. The first person I saw was um it was what's her name? She was best friends with Oscar. What's her name again?
Oh, you talking about a person that's a bad guy now?
Mhm.
Uh,
It was whoever that person is. That it was that person and Dakota. Yeah. And it was who else? Uh there was a tag team that got eliminated. I don't know. Well, I forgot what the other girl's name was, but hold on, it's right here. I see the picture. So it was Tamina and Dana Brooke, which got eliminated because their thing is gray. So now in the thing is Sky, Dakota Kai, and what's her name again? What's her name? This girl and Oscar and Nikki Cross and Dewdrop. And all right, so I'm guessing that these two went off because it says, as you can see right here, it says that
so it's about to be Oscar and
I forgot her name.
so because you know we don't really get to see what they do with nothing, you know, until we get this, you know, championships opportunities, you know, comes out of nowhere. See, I want to see that. But
I'm gonna look up the tournament because that's not the full
that's
picture.
I know Bray Wyatt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because you know she keeps switching up her character. It sucks. It
That's
sucks.
true.
Switching
Mm,
up her character.
if I hope this thing pulls up the full picture because I can barely see their names. So do you want to talk about it?
All right. When you get that answer, get back to me. All right. So we got the tag team division out of there. We're gonna get your answer in a bit. So no, who do you think you know deserves the win though? Before we move on.
Somebody that deserves the win. There is a few of them that I saw. I don't know. I saw Natalia, but I don't know who Natalia's with because they wouldn't show the full picture, so her character was blocked out. I don't know who Natalia's with but I do know who forgetting her name. I don't know her name. She has oh yeah, Alexa Bliss, and
Yeah. Cause yo, this is terrible, man. Like we shouldn't be doing that, but it's
all
not
right,
our
here's the
fault.
full picture. I got the full picture now. All right, so it's don't know her name. It I think CLW and don't know her name either. I don't know how to pronounce these people's names. And there's no like close up. I can't even zoom in. But that's the whole chart right there. You want me to put the light on? Because my thing's on 3%.
Oh, we got Nikki, Tamina. Oh, Nikki Lyons, Nikita Lyons, and Zoe Stark. Okay, I think I'm. This is actually kind of interesting because there's no whack tag team in this, at least as I'm looking at them, because I don't really know the names, but I know they've been really doing their thing. And I can see I'm gonna have to go with Nikita Lyons in the finals with Sky and Dakota Kai. That's my pick in the finals. I don't know who's gonna win, but I think that's gonna be the finals.
Alright. So I can see Natalia's partner. So Natalia's partner is Sonya Deville. How do I feel about that? I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest with this. I don't like it. She turned on so many tag team people. I don't like it. I don't like that Natalia is picked with this idiot. She turns on so many. It's not even like it's not even like I don't like her. I don't like that when it comes to tag team tournaments. Right in the beginning, she turns on her partner, and that brings them down. When
Mm,
they're like defending a title, that brings their squad or whatever down here. So I don't, yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all, actually, because if you think about it, what if Natalia and Sonya Deville are in the finals
mhm.
and a backstage segment pops up with them fighting?
Yeah, uh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know, but what I do know is they better stop playing games with these talented people.
Yeah.
They gotta stop playing these games because you got a lot of talent WWE in your roster, and when it comes to the ladies division, and a lot of them deserves a lot of respect. That's why I keep mentioning, it, keep saying, it, gonna keep saying. It's either you need more belts or start giving people more opportunities. There's a way to give opportunities to people without having them hold the belt for months and months and months and months and months. You know, there's a lot of ways, a lot of different ways you can do that. And yeah, Nikita, her partner, and Dakota Kai and Sky in the finals. That's my pick. That's my I'm going with. That's what it is.
Alright, so Sky and Dakota Kai, it said that the Sky and Dakota Kai are going against, can't say her name, but it's somebody and Aaliyah
Okay.
that are going against. I think that we went against each other, but that's who said within thing. But it said that Tamina and Dana Brooke were eliminated,
Uh, okay.
and I think this girl that I don't like at all over here was eliminated too. After she was eliminated, I did not like her. She was in a Royal Rumble, but I forgot her name. She came in a Royal Rumble with
Yeah,
like pink, and she had like cargo pants, but I forgot her name.
I probably know what you're talking about. But who you got winning?
Who ended up winning? My bet would have been on Tamina and Dana Brooke if they hadn't got eliminated. That would have been my big bet to win the tag team title. That would have been my
Mina and Dana Brooke. Hmm.
like think about
I mean, they have been included in situations this past week, so that's a good pick. Give them opportunities as well to have a vote. Okay. All right. That's our choices, WWE and wrestling fans out there, to win the tag team championship belts. Moving on to the next segment, we have here, we have prime time, prime time players. Let me tell you something, man. It's either they separate them cleanly without having them have to fight each other, or Montez Ford gonna have to just turn on him and pull a Shawn Michaels, man. I mean, we haven't had a Shawn Michaels situation in so long that it'll be fun to just see it. You know, especially they can have the little barbershop talk. They could, they could,
That's
they,
what I was thinking.
and they could do it like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
They could start like a barbershop,
Mm, he's
like
getting like a cut, and then
yeah, you
they're
get
like
it.
talking.
And I think the perfect, because you know how to be wearing jerseys, right?
Mhm.
I be seeing other one was Ortez son. I be seeing him Hawkins son. I be seeing him wear Kobe jerseys. I be seeing him wear like jerseys that's not LeBron. I see Montez with Jordan. Sometimes LeBron jumping number jerseys, but they could have like the barbershop debate. Have a barbershop debate. They both getting their fades going on. They argue about my hair could look better than yours,
Oh,
and
that's
then
something.
they can make it seem like they talk about then the Jordan discussion comes in. And Jordan is the best of all time to go, and then Montez won't agree. Like I don't agree with that. I agree LeBron is doing things amazing. Then the argument comes into an effect. Then they start to argue,
And then they
and
start.
and then they start to argue. Then that's when like somebody, oh, yeah, should be arguing, man, y'all a good tag team. And then, you know, Montez Ford just be like, I wonder you be holding me down. You are LeBron hater. Yo, that'd be funny, yo. That'd be so unique. That's a perfect way to separate them. But again, I want to keep them close.
All right. So who do you think will be the one getting thrown through the glass window?
They gotta be all.
Mm, You don't think he'll turn it around? So you don't think if he's trying to throw him in the window, you don't think Hawkins would like turn it around and throw him?
I mean, I mean,
And then he'll be like, "I made you. Don't you dare try to do that to me."
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just perfect because I don't think Montez Ford is ready to be a good guy yet. He can just be a banger for a little bit, get that booze on, get the crowd gets to him because he can see another side of him, and it'll be all right for Hawkins to be a good guy. He's not a bad wrestler at all. It's just see who is the person that will break out these wrestler. And I got some video to show you too of it was Montez Ford, a fan of. I got some fan footage for you to see. So Montez Ford was holding the somebody's world championship belt,
Mhm.
and he was just looking at it like he won it.
Uh,
Oh, look, Look, oh, yo, look. He don't want to let that go. And if it's a replica belt,
Nah, he feeling himself. I
I
don't
don't
think
think
you
they
can
can,
see it
you
because of
can't
the
see it.
light.
Yeah, you can't see it. So Montez Ford, he was on it. He want that belt, man.
He feeling
He
himself,
was holding
yo.
that replica belt real good and real nice and real long. Like I know what I got to do to get this belt.
Nah,
But
nah, but I, it kind of feels like he's trying to like think. It's kind of feels like he's trying to make fans think that it looked like this is what it looked like he was doing. It looked like he was trying to make like the fans think that oh he won the belt, so he's going like no. I feel like no. You gotta be honest. I think he really thought that that replica belt looked so real that he would made the fans think that oh he won the belt, and then a lot of people would be looking up oh this is that one belt, and then they see Roman Reigns. Mm. But like, if he was trying to do that, I'm gonna be honest, that's dumb. That's really dumb. Cause you can tell the difference between even a one that has like um buttons. You can tell a replica belt and a real belt. Cause one is plastic and one shines more, and one if you see in the cameras, and even when you're taking video, one shines has like a shadow and one just stands there. So you can tell the difference between one or the other. Cause when you look when Roman Reigns goes like this in the camera, you can see like a little glimpse of the diamonds in the thing. So when you tell the difference between plastic and the real belt, you can tell which one is fake. Cause that's really dumb if he really thought if he was doing like making fans think like oh he won the belt from Roman Reigns and he's going like this. But I wonder how the aftermath came when it came to that. So like the fan wanted his belt back. He's like, hold on, another video. Yeah, so he's like,
he had like I want to hold that belt so bad. I know he's going in the back giving ideas. I think it's about that time.
mm, hmm.
So who should be the bad guy? Who should be the good guy?
Uh, for the bad guy, I'm really going towards him.
Montez Ford.
Yeah, the guy with the glasses. That was just on the thing. Because it just seems like it just seems like that's not something he would do. Cause it's like he is so I, I don't I don't want to like do any hate, but it seems like he is more into the friendship than the tag team. So he's so like it seems like every time he's in the ring, he's thinking about his friendship between him instead of winning the tag team championships. So, especially with the whole splitting thing. So, if he has the whole who would turn on each other thing on his mind, he's focused on keeping his friendship together than focusing on the tag team titles. Hmm.
Yeah, that's how it should be. WWE don't wait too long because the momentum is there. Montez Ford had that. He was pulling a Vegeta. He was holding his arm with that blank stare like, I need to leave this tag team. I need to leave this tag team. Yo, he was holding his arm after that match was over with the Usos. It's about that time though, man. Let's get it popping. Let's get it going. Yeah, got the idea ready. So They got some influence. Do something about it, WWE. Do something. All right. But Hawkins is gonna be a champion as well. You know, don't sleep on Hawkins. He could do the same moves just like Montez Ford. We just know Montez Ford just has the championship look right now. But yeah. Oh, like that wrong one. Alrighty. Now the wrestler match of the week. It's a tie because I heard Sasuke Nakamura and then Gunther match was crazy. So I'm gonna check that out. And I'll probably mention it next week about and give my review on that. I'm gonna start doing random videos as well, reviews like quick 5 minute reviews. Oh, something happens, I'll do a quick video. But yeah, we still gonna do the CLW podcast. We'll keep it going, keep it going. But it's just some news that just needs to come out way before. And sometimes I get the alerts faster than other people. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe, my daughter will upload like a quick 1 minute, 2 minute video, or I would, because just to get the information out there faster. Because when we do this podcast, it's like, oh, it's kind of a little late, but we still give advice and we still give some influence about what to do with certain people and storylines or whatever. So definitely we're gonna start doing that so we can get the news way ahead of other people's because we be on it. I get the alerts. I don't see it on uploaded yet. I don't see it on my Facebook timeline about stories yet. I'm like, we gotta get up on it. We're gonna take this a little bit seriouser that we are. So even more seriously. So we just got a lot of things going on, especially me. Got work, I got things, I got this. This is too much, but we're gonna get it going. We're gonna get it popping. We're gonna get it done. So yeah. Now when it comes to Moxley and Chris Jericho, I love how they Chris Jericho did it good. And I think he was in some other podcast. Who knows? Lionheart. Lionheart gear was legendary and and brought back so many memories from ECW in Japanese days of the 90s. So that was good, man. That was excellent. Good job, Chris Jericho, bringing out the gear and still looking right in it. He look all crazy. He still could do the moves he used to do. And shout out to Chris Jericho for still being the person he is, entertaining us with the crazy match he just had with Dean. Keep saying Dean Ambrose, Moxley. So salute to AEW for that great match this past week. And yeah, and that was the review. That was my match of the week. I didn't get to see once again. I didn't get to see the match with Shinsuke Nakamura and Gunther, but for what I seen, that's what I seen. So that's the match of the week for me. Oh, wrong person. Alrighty. Any other information you want to talk about before we talk about the last topic of the podcast?
So, you know, uh, Carmella's husband, right? It appears that he describes how WWE commentary has changed underneath Triple H's, like running the whole business. How do you feel about that?
In what way is the commentary change?
I don't know, cause the site won't let me click into it, but I will look in on what he said. So yeah.
All right, hold up, hold up. Oh yeah, and yeah. So another thing I want to talk about before we talk about Karrion Cross being the next WWE champion. There was something I didn't like about Raw that really bothered me, and I've talked about it. I put it on my WWE 2K22. I did a little upload and video, and they got them teaming up now. They got Ciampa and Miz teaming up, but I had Ciampa and Miz fighting against each other. Then they eventually team up on my videos of WWE 2K22. But yeah, it was something I didn't like about it. I did not like how they had Ciampa lose. It was a completely waste of time, and I don't like that decision. And people were saying, "Oh, Triple H is bringing up his guys. Triple H is he's bringing up all his people for minute." What was the point of him losing? Why? Why have him go up to go? Why make him go that far with the tournament? See what you should have did. As I do this in 2 minutes, you should have made Ciampa lose based off Miz interfering with the match, having Ciampa almost winning the match, having him look good while losing at the same time, having Bobby Lashley being knocked out from his finish move, having the crowd count to 10, but the Miz interfered, messed up the match with the referee, and Ciampa's looking at Miz like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Then that make him look good at the same time as losing because he could have won the match instead of him tapping out. That's weak. That's weak for Ciampa. Ciampa deserves way better. Now this right here gave me some energy a little bit because I'm looking like I'm realizing it was something that I didn't like this that past week that I didn't like. Oh yeah, Ciampa losing. It's supposed to be Triple H's people and man's, but you cannot be making him lose like that. I mean, pinfall okay because he can be knocked out by a belt, championship chair, whatever, But I do not like Ciampa losing. He deserves way better in that WWE. And if Triple H is in charge the way he is, give him another opportunity and shot. Make him. I don't know. I know the good guy phase is bad. I know. I understand. But at least make him more aggressive and make everything more meaningful. Because if you don't, you're gonna mess him up. You're gonna mess him up. He could have. But see, this is the thing. Ciampa could have should have won that belt. It could have been a new phase and a new way of WWE making the decisions they do. Then it could have been the highlight of Raw. But you made him lose, made him tap out like that. Wasn't no count out, wasn't no 3 count. That looked it bad for Ciampa. For his aggressive character, the potential he has. WWE, give that man the belt, give him another rematch. And if you give him a rematch, if you're gonna try to change his character up, have the Miz interfere. You should have been the one to interfere on Raw to make the referee distracted. Then he could have broke away from the Miz. That's how you do it. Then they feud against each other. Then the Miz probably cheats and win the belt off Bobby Lashley. Then they feud against each other. Then it'll be like on some triple threat tag. It could have been something very spectacular and good, but I didn't like that WWE. That was a bad decision. Have a Ciampa tap out like that. They could have made him strong and lose at the same time by having him have the opportunity to almost win but lose. If you get what I mean. So that's my rant of the podcast that I didn't like. Ciampa losing the way he did. All right. So what other news you have before we outro this out?
I have news, and after this news, I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, so it says here that Carmella's husband, Corey Graves, says that he has been enjoying his job a bit more now that Triple H is in charge of WWE. Thanks to the surprises, Graves discussed the switch from Vince McMahon to Triple H on the latest episode of After the Bell and noted that the big cliffhangers and surprise moments had been minute of suspense. Wow, it just seems like, to put this in short terms, seems like basically what Corey Graves is saying, that he's enjoying his job a bit more because now like he's having fun with it and he didn't like have to listen to Vince McMahon yelling at him, and he actually didn't, and he doesn't have to like. It's basically saying that he's taking it professionally, but he's having fun doing it at the same time. So basically, what he's saying, when Vince McMahon was in charge, he had to be professional and just he had to be professional and not have any fun with his job. So he has to just do every single order of Vince McMahon. All right. So the question I have for you is, if if Triple H was the if Triple H was the boss All right. So if Triple H basically took in charge of WWE back in the PG eras, how do you think WWE would be now?
Well, we kind of got a glimpse of what was happening, but it was kind of like a part of the story. It was like way back when Triple H was running Raw, and all the wrestlers came out and they protested that they didn't like what was going on, and everybody just walked out on the company. And it was only CM Punk and John Cena left, for the whole Raw, for the whole event. The whole roster walked out because they was dissatisfied and was unsatisfied about what was happening and the things and the shenanigans that was taking place in Monday Night Raw. So we had a little situation like that years ago, and I think if it really took over PG, I think I think there just would have been better opportunities for wrestlers that didn't get the opportunities that's no longer here. There would have been more fun matches. I think it would have been still a little violent, but it would have been no blood. So you probably see a bunch of crazy stuff, but they'll probably avoid the blood weapons, like the weapons that give you that brings out blood and stuff. They probably avoid that, but they'll probably bring out a bunch of other weapons as well and most aggressive storylines, semi foul language. But yeah, that's PG for you. You know, you got a little bit of normal stuff that happens, in PG. But I don't think if he would have took over, I think it would have been like PG-13 or something. It wouldn't have been just PG because his mind state is like, he wants the best.
I
So
back back like way back then it wouldn't even be PG-13. It would have to be rated R. Because for
yeah,
his mind state, think of back then Triple H's mind state, especially with the PG era. Do you really like like just think like before he got professional
hmm
and before he got into this whole thing, think of it. Him taking control of the PG era, it wouldn't even be called PG. It will be way worse to the point where they had to ask you questions of your age and stuff to watch it. If he took over back then, oh, this would have been
yeah,
different.
yeah,
Oh, like if he took over back then, I'm just thinking like, why? It would have been like so bad for kids if they watched it.
yeah, yeah. You already know that. I mean, that's just how it was, man. Back then, but his knowledge wasn't, and his mind wasn't like even thinking he was gonna ever be in this position. Because he thought he was gonna be wrestling until like Ric Flair's age, But circumstances come about, injuries come about, and life happens. So you know, and Ric Flair's match was crazy. He better not get in that ring no more. Let's just stop it, Ric Flair. Ric Flair, stop it, please. You're a legend. You don't need to do it no more. I know it's addictive. It's like if I could do it, you getting everybody trying to do it. All right, we see Sting, okay, but come on, man, it's
I,
enough.
yeah,
Enjoy retirement. Enjoy retirement.
the
Ric
last,
Flair, you're a legend. You don't need it.
yeah.
We about to.
I'll say this one thing. This is the only thing that I might say about Charlotte Flair or Ric Flair. The only thing is that match that he did, it was okay. Should he do it anymore? No, not at all. But it is legendary that the fact that he could do it. That's the whole thing. That should he do it anymore? Absolutely not. No, no. But the fact that he could even get in the ring is it's good because a lot of wrestlers who retired his age couldn't even take a foot on the steps.
All right. You hear that, Ric Flair? And can't wait for you know, the best to come back as well.
Are we ending this?
No, we haven't even. I mean, I'm gonna give a little 3 minute, thing about carrying cross. But yeah, this is the outro. This is the outro. But yeah, we'll see you soon, Charlotte Flair.
No,
Nah, but
no one's sincere.
no.
I hope as soon as she gets in the women's tournament tag team match, I hope she gets eliminated. If they even put her in, they won't even put her in. Even if she returned just like that and said, "Hey, put me in a tag team tournament with the women's division." No, they would say no because it's too late.
Hey man, you never know, man. You may never
Who
know.
in the world would tag with Charlotte Flair? Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey. There's no more people left. The only people who are left is her enemies. Who would tag with her?
Who knows? Who knows? But we gotta. I we'll see about that. But Karrion Cross, man, keep doing your thing. I like the way they brought you out. It's a good thing. Now it's a plus for the week and a plus for the whole month. You brought fans back into watching wrestling on Raw that was not watching it anymore, and that's a good thing for WWE. You need to do good things like this more often. Bring people back because you chased a lot of good wrestlers out of here. A lot of good wrestlers that was talented as well. So keep up the good work with Karrion Cross. Have him on the suspect agent that he is on. He trying to be an assassin. That's what he is. Keep him on that thing. Don't give him no crazy gimmicks. The one he has now is legendary. As I can see, great potential, and I can see it all happening. As you can see, he has the WWE title in the picture I have him with the title. I think, like I said before, he should be undefeated for a long time. He should be the one that beat Roman Reigns, and he should hold the title for a very long time as well. Have him go all out with all kinds of insane matches, have him in. And yeah, his character is good. Keep up the good work. Karrion Cross deserves everything he has coming to him because it was whack how they made him the way they made him last time. So big ups to Triple H if he had anything to do with this, but I think he did. Salute and blessings on that. And yeah, this was CLW Podcast episode 8. So make sure you hit that like button, share button, subscribe, and tune into the most official underrated channel on YouTube and Facebook to Twitch today. Follow, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell button. And make sure you follow me on Twitch and Facebook as well. Game Legend 100, the same name, and never gonna change. So make sure you tune in to CLW Podcast episode 9 next weekend, next Sunday. We'll be doing it weekly. And episode 10, we'll be going live. We're going to do live questions, live calls. We're going to do all that fun stuff when we go live on the programmers now. So salute to everybody that was supporting the page, helping it grow on all platforms as well. And salute to everybody that I support on all platforms as well. You see me on other channels. I got a total of 2 channels on YouTube. So make sure you hit the like button, share my subscribe every time you do see me. What it's all about is getting your face everywhere, just like this is a TV show. Get your face everywhere on all platforms. That's what it's all about, to elevate yourself. Alright? So keep pushing to your goals and dreams, never give up, and salute to everybody once again. Tune in to Dragon Ball Legends, Super Dragon Ball Legends episode 5 will be uploaded soon. Tune in for that. Get a reviews episode 3 will be soon, coming soon. Check that out. And yeah, man, there's a lot of things going on this platform, but we'll be streaming some more old school games for y'all. And new school games for that. This is how we doing this platform. Peace and blessings. Once again, this was episode 8. Hit that like button, share button, subscribe. Peace, and we are out of here.